Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather here to discuss an important topic that has shaped societies and sparked ideological debates throughout history: socialism, capitalism, and freedom. In this lecture, we will delve deeper into these ideas, providing historical context and analyzing the concepts of coercion, freedom, and economic progress. Let us begin with a crucial clarification: the statement that Nazi Germany was a socialist and communist regime. While it is true that Nazi Germany had the term socialist in its name, it is misleading to categorize it as a socialist or communist state. The Nazis, led by Adolf Hitler, advocated for a fascist ideology that was fundamentally opposed to socialism and communism. It is essential to understand the historical context and the unique characteristics of Nazi Germany to avoid confusion. Moving forward, we need to acknowledge that within the socialist spectrum, there have been various factions, such as National Socialists and Leninists, which were bitterly opposed to one another. These factions competed for the same pool of voters but had no time for classical liberals, whom they deemed as decadent Anglo-Saxon bourgeois capitalists. The distinguishing factor between socialism and classical liberalism lies in their respective prioritization of coercion versus freedom. Socialism, as an economic system, has often been associated with compulsion. It rests on the readiness of the state to deploy coercive force. This does not imply that socialism inherently rejects equality. Rather, it highlights the role of the state in enforcing collective ownership and distribution of resources. Capitalism, on the other hand, is an economic matrix that allows for a range of human behaviors, from generosity to greed, altruism to selfishness. Human nature, whether derived from our genes or our maker, is not solely determined by the economic system in place. Nevertheless, what sets socialism apart is the propensity of the state to utilize coercive force, which has significant implications for individual freedom. The use of coercive and lethal force by the state is indeed a formidable power, and it should be approached with reverence, discretion, advisement, and sobriety. While some degree of coercion may be necessary in any society, the balance should always tilt toward liberty, preserving individuals' freedom to make choices as autonomous beings. To counter the claim that capitalism promotes a dog-eat-dog mentality, it is essential to recognize that the desire for material improvement is inherent in human nature across all economic systems, whether socialist or capitalist. However, what distinguishes capitalism is its ability to channel this ambition towards socially useful ends. Under capitalism, self-improvement is achieved through serving the needs of fellow citizens, facilitated by free markets and voluntary exchange. This mechanism has proven to be more effective than systems where a select few hold power, be they kings, bishops, or commissars. Throughout history, capitalist countries have not only outperformed socialist nations in terms of material wealth but have also upheld individual freedoms and human dignity. The contrasting examples of East Germany and West Germany, North Korea and South Korea, illustrate this stark difference. Socialism, as observed in many instances, has failed not only to deliver material advancements but also to safeguard essential civil rights and individual freedoms. Economic progress plays a pivotal role in societies, enabling individuals to access opportunities for personal growth and well-being. The availability of basic necessities, quality education, and the freedom to pursue one's passions are facilitated by economic advancements. While it is true that there are billions of people worldwide who still lack access to modern conveniences like cars and dishwashers, it is through free exchange, specialization, and comparative advantage that economic progress can uplift their standards of living. The focus should be on promoting economic systems that foster prosperity and empower individuals rather than those that stifle progress and limit choice. In conclusion, we must approach the debate between socialism and capitalism with a nuanced understanding of their historical contexts, the impact of coercion on individual freedom, and the role of economic progress in enhancing the well-being of societies. Capitalism, when accompanied by the rule of law, individual rights, and a commitment to liberty, has proven to be a system that unleashes human potential and raises the standard of living for a vast number of people. It is vital to evaluate socialism and capitalism based on their real-world outcomes and remember the fundamental importance of freedom, and individual rights in the pursuit of a just and prosperous society.